good one. Yum. And there goes August. Another month bites the dust. September. I can't really wrap my head around that because it doesn't feel like we're that late in the year, but at the same time it does, kind of, not really. I'm honestly not totally sure. All I know for sure is that this looks amazing. She did say to mix well, which I will do, but I'm gonna just try it. The matcha's good. Oh, I think this is gonna be insane. Ooh. Happy September. Oh my God. That is amazing. As a kid, my favorite thing was the strawberry milk, like Nesquik. It was my favorite, all-time favorite treat. This gives me like adult matcha morning beverage version of that. And I'm thrilled. I feel pretty bittersweet about summer ending because it was the greatest summer. Like I had so much fun. I feel like I truly lived this summer. And it's the first summer in years that I was able to actually live like normal summer. Awkward. That was interesting. This is the first summer where summer felt like normal and it was good. But then I also love fall. I love the changing of the colors. I love the slower pace. I love the fall activities. I love spooky season. Like there's a lot of fun things ahead that I'm really looking forward to. Just the cozy vibes, you know? I'm here for the cozy vibes year round, but they're especially good in the fall. August was a really, really good month. It was a great month and I had a lot of realizations.
We're all just like realizing things
that I'm excited about, that I feel like have inspired me to do life a little different. Recheck my priorities, kind of just like have a moment of reset. That's what I'm loving about these reset videos. I feel like it's giving me an absolute reason to reflect on the month and then share it with you guys. Okay, so one thing I realized, and this is gonna sound very silly, I realized I actually can prioritize myself. A concept. For some reason, in my core being, a walk or a workout or something that's not like productive, that to me in my head is a waste of time, even though it's not a waste of time. And like I know that. I feel like I'm wasting time if I take an hour in the morning to go on a walk instead of like going immediately into work. But what I have come to discover is that when I do take that time to myself in the morning, I feel so much better throughout the day. I feel more productive, I feel better about myself, and I feel just overall happier. I, for the longest time, have been someone that like only goes on a walk if I'm like deep in the trenches, like super anxious, super stressed, and I just like need to escape. And I have always been the kind of person that only takes that time to myself when I've really, really pushed myself and like I just have to stop. But with having my best friend Jill stay with me and live here, we obviously were doing a lot out in the world. We were also getting our work done, and I realized I can prioritize things a little differently, get my work done and still prioritize my health and myself and my mental health. And I'm just really excited about the realization. I have the greatest job in the world, if I do say so myself, and that job gives me a lot of flexibility, like a lot of flexibility. I choose my hours, I choose when I work, and I don't know why I don't give myself more time for myself, like things that just make me feel like a human. I need to start taking advantage of that flexibility and like enjoy my life and the amazing things that come out of a job like this. You know, I can do all of the things and still get things done, still be productive and still be like a whole human. And that I think is like the #1 realization I had this month. And I'm starting to find balance, like true balance in my life and doing things on my own and finding comfort in that. I talked recently in a video about how I was inspired to make a list of what the ideal version of myself would look like. If I was my ideal self, what would I do? How would I live my life? How would I structure my days? And so I started writing down those things that I want to be. Every day I want to work towards becoming that person, because we all have the ability to become these people regardless of the circumstances in our lives, what we do, regardless of anything. You have the ability to be the person you want to be. It's literally just up to you to become that person. And so I am now very inspired and motivated to work towards becoming that person, because you know, you could think, you know, maybe in 5 years I'll be that person, but you got to start now. That's the only way you're going to get there, is if you actually start. So Welcome to the September reset. I gotta get into a shower because I feel disgusting. I'm fairly certain I've never looked cuter in my life. You know what, let's fix that. Gonna have some breakfast and then let's get into some goals. Okay, let's start with the goals that I made for August and see what I actually accomplished. Starting off strong with the books. I did read my 2 books. I read Archer's Voice and It Happened One Summer. I'll talk more about my thoughts on them later, but I read them and I'm really happy about that. Second goal, work out once a week. That one didn't necessarily, we tried. One week I did a strength flow class with Jill and a trainer Kaya, and that was essentially it. But I have started going on a lot more walks, and since then I've done probably 4, so maybe we can count it. I didn't really necessarily do it every week, but I did more than 4 workouts. And the third goal was to post every other day on TikTok, which I accomplished and more. Posted at least every other day, sometimes every day. And I've really gotten into the swing of posting on TikTok and I'm loving it. I'm so happy. Definitely gonna keep up with that and just keep posting on the TikTok. I knew that the month was gonna be pretty crazy, so I didn't put any like unnecessary pressure on myself to get these things done. Kind of went with the flow and I feel really good about it. Now for September, I'm really excited because I've been implementing things just like in the last week that I wanna do and continue doing, and I'm going to make that my focus for September. The first thing, which is like my health goal, 3 hot girl walks a week. You can call it whatever you wanna call it, you can just call it a walk, but I personally like the hot girl movement. I think the whole hot girl thing is a mentality and like doing something that's good for you and benefits your health, and walking is really good for you, getting those steps in, and I feel really, really good when I do them. And so 3 times a week, whatever day I feel like doing it. If it's raining, I'm gonna skip it or I'll use the treadmill downstairs, but while the weather is still nice, I'm going to take advantage of the outside time, get some vitamin D on the skin, breathe in the fresh air, go for a nice walk. I think it's really good for me. I've been loving the way I feel afterwards, so I'm gonna keep up with it. The next goal is to actually try a new recipe every week. This was something that I wanted to do last month, but I just knew it was gonna be crazy with all, you know, the things going on. But I did try a few new recipes. I just didn't like make it a weekly thing, and that is what I wanna do for this month. Just gets you excited to like cook and, you know, try something new. I think it's really fun, keeps things fresh. Goal number 3 is to just continue posting at least every other day on TikTok. I'm really making it a priority to just kind of throw myself everywhere, but not to a point where I'm gonna like burn out. TikTok makes me excited about making content, and so I wanna keep up with that. Goal number 4, just my nice little personal reading goal, is to read 4 books this month. We're doubling down on last month. I think this is pretty attainable because the month isn't gonna be as completely hectic, and at the end of the month, I'm gonna be on planes, trains, long drives, so lots of reading time, and I'm really excited about the books I'm gonna read this month. Really, really excited. So, let's talk about books. My favorite thing to talk about. Books have truly become like my favorite thing to talk about ever. You create this whole world in your mind. It's just the best. So I usually read books totally blind. Like I will go in having no idea what the book is about. Archer's Voice was the first book I read of the month. I had no idea like what's going on with the voice. Basically, it's about a girl, Bree, who moves to a small town in Maine, and she meets this guy, Archer, who's all silent and mysterious, and you're kind of like, what's going on with this guy? Overall, it was a cute book. It was a romance, but I will say I found it a little bit maybe too young for me, which is weird because I like that kind of stuff, but it just felt a little cheesy for me personally. But it was really cute. Some good twists in there. Like I really did enjoy it, but it wasn't my like #1 fave. Then I read It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. All I knew about the book was that the main character Piper was based off of Alexis from Schitt's Creek. I love Schitt's Creek. I think Alexis is hilarious. So I was like, okay, sold. I'm gonna read this book. I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I felt like the storyline was really great. You know Schitt's Creek, you know Alexis's vibe. Kind of stuck up, shallow LA girl who goes to a small town, used to a life of luxury, and she goes and has to kind of fend for herself and figure out who she is as a person. Meets a guy, a fisherman, Brendan. I'm not a fan of the word baby, and if you are with me, you're not gonna like the way they speak to each other. But besides that, so good. There's definitely a good amount of spice. I liked it from start to end. Like I really, really enjoyed this book. The main character Piper moves to the small town with her sister Hannah, and there's actually a sequel all about Hannah and her experience with Brendan's friend. So that is gonna be my first read of September. Really, really excited about a book kind of still in that world because I really enjoyed it. So that's called Hook, Line, and Sinker. And then the 3 other books that I wanna read for September, I came to discover there's actually a prequel to The Last Mrs. Parrish, which I read a few months ago. It's called The First Shot. So I'm gonna read that. I'm looking forward to getting back into that world because I really enjoyed that as well. That was a crazy book, lots of twists. Then I'm gonna dive back into my Colleen Hoover. I'm such a huge fan, but I've been avoiding any of her books for a minute because I just don't want to go through them too quickly. I'm planning on reading Regretting You. Again, I have no idea what it's about, nothing at all. And then lastly, I'm gonna read Layla, so 2 Coho books back to back. But the books are subject to change, depends on how I'm feeling, and if something comes up that I like have to read, I will read it before what's on this current list. Let me know in the comments what books you're reading this month, and I'll maybe add it to my TBR for future months. I'm obsessed, truly. It makes me so happy. All I want to do all day long is sit here and read. But of course we have other things to do. I like the list this month though. Like I really like it. I feel like I'm actually gonna read these ones. Another thing that I would like to accomplish this month is to actually finish my room. I think I mentioned that last month and I didn't. So that's on the list for sure. I need to finish it so I can finally show it to you guys. You know, having my living room be like done, or at least like this side of the room being done, I can't even tell you how happy it makes me. I feel so much joy looking at the space. It's like my Pinterest pictures and like reality becoming one. I didn't know how I was gonna get my living room to be exactly what I wanted it to be, but it got there. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy with it. So I really want that to be the same thing for my bedroom. I want it to be like perfect. And this is like perfect to me. I even like my art a lot. As I've let it process, I'm obsessed with it. I think it brings the room together perfectly. I have to finish like the other side of the room, but it's just like coming together and those things just, they make me really happy. I really think that life is just truly about finding the joy in all the little things. I see a lot of value in making your home, sorry, the lighting is crazy because the weather is crazy. Your home, the place that you spend all your time in, like you should make that somewhere that like you just love to be in. Just by doing that, I think you become a happier person. When I come downstairs in the morning and I see my living room, I'm a happy person. Even if yesterday was a piece of shit, today is great because things around me are sparking joy. And there's so many things you can do for yourself that will bring you that kind of joy. Kind of random, but for the longest time, I didn't do anything with my nails. I let them be chipped. I just didn't care. I was like, I'm a low maintenance gal. And I just never saw, I just didn't care. Until I tried it and I went to get my nails done. Like I got like a nice set of nails and I didn't prioritize getting them fixed for a while. But once I found a place here that I made my go-to spa with my go-to girl, I saw the value in doing little things for yourself like that. Even though it's such a small thing and like it doesn't really matter if your nails are done. If it makes you feel good, and this does make me feel good, you should just do it. I think you should prioritize those things. I look forward to every month, every 4 or 5 weeks when I go get my nails done, I look forward to what design I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? What's the new style? Like having nails for the summer. Like these are my end of summer nails. I love them. Wanted to go out with a bang with some yellow chrome nails. Before a trip, I'm gonna get Europe nails. When I get back, I'm gonna do my fall nails. And there's so many different colors I can do for my fall nails. I think it just like gives you little things to look forward to as, you know, the year goes on. It's a very simple thing and you don't have to like go to get them done or anything like that. You can just like, you know, paint them yourself, but like little things to look forward to, I think bring so much excitement and happiness into my life. So as I said earlier, like I want to prioritize myself because why not prioritize yourself and your happiness? I truly feel like I've entered a self-improvement era and I feel really good about it, and not in a way where it's like, let me just be this person for a second. I actually feel like I'm taking steps to becoming a better version of myself every day. And if I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. Something I love is an organized space. I love it. But my core being, messy as fuck. I am a messy bitch. But for a new month, I'd like to like start off at least strong, you know? So today we're gonna tackle my bathroom, which I love when the counter's clean. It makes me so happy. Little sparks of joy. But evidently it always ends up looking like this. Disaster. So I bought something to maybe improve the situation. Acrylic shelves. We're gonna put these up on the wall so I can organize some of my products and not have them everywhere. I will say the drawers of my vanity are so organized, but then there's always some kind of overflow and then they end up on the counter. So if I can just have another spot to put them where they're away and gorgeous, because I'm gonna organize them by color and it's gonna be really cute, then it's just gonna make me happy. And it's all about the little things to bring happiness. And my kind father has offered to stop by to help me put these up because everyone knows it would be a struggle if I tried to do this myself, so. Hello?
Where are you?
I'm up here. Hey.
Up on the perch?
Yep.
Can you take a look at my little counter up there?
I know, there's nothing. You have nothing.
I have a toothbrush.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. One toothbrush, and then your mother's everything.
I mean, classic though, right?
There, I'm going in.
All right. Ooh, fancy. I think it's pretty good. Okay, go 8. 8 to make it easy.
8.
Brilliant.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And we might want to do the same just to make sure.
There they are.
Are you going to style them?
You know I am. Now, I'm gonna organize the shelves. I'm so excited. Stunning. Loving the colors. I love it all. It's perfect. It's giving me like department store. Now I'm just gonna finish cleaning the top of this and then make it look gorgeous. Stunning. Stunning, 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 stunning. I am so obsessed. I love when it's clean like this. Like this is right. I also just fixed up my hair while I was cleaning. If anyone has any tips on how to keep organized, let me know, because I could use some. But this is so nice. I like having these up here. I feel like I haven't done anything to this bathroom since moving in here. And having things on the wall, I'm really liking it. I'm liking having the color in here. It's coming together. And I didn't even really think I was gonna do anything else to this space. Now I kind of want to get a piece of art for here or maybe back there. It's never ending. I'm gonna do one more organization thing down in the basement. People have been asking about the basement lately. Here's laundry. Treadmill is folded up currently until it gets colder and then we're gonna bring it back down. But I got this to actually put all of my detergent in and then I can just kind of go like this above the washer. So I'm going to transfer it over. And the laundry space itself is really cute, you know, with the countertops and everything that I want above it to also be cute. You know, when things are aesthetically pleasing, it just makes me happy. So I strive to make everything aesthetically pleasing. I think this is gonna be so cute. Okay. Whoa. Look at that. Oh, it's filling up the whole thing. I'm actually shocked. Now I have to hope that this actually works. I didn't test it beforehand. I probably should have. It's fine. Okay. That is cute as fuck. I love it. Now does it work? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I might have to get like a little thing for the little drippy drops. I'm gonna do that, but incredible. I'm gonna get some other things for like softener and whatever, but so cute. I love it. Here's the bathroom down here, by the way. People have been asking lately to see it. It's so cute. I have my little oil diffuser that I got in Italy, and then I have my soap, little towel. I wanna get a vase and then have some kind of branches coming out of it. So I'm gonna look for that soon, but very cute down here. I love it. And now, time for food. I got this package from a wine company and it has wine and it has like a whole pasta meal with sauces from Carbone. So I think I'm gonna have this for dinner, minus the wine. We'll save that for the weekend, but. Ooh, extra virgin olive oil. Look at this pasta. And then we have some classic tagliatelle and then the sauces. Classic marinara and then the arrabbiata. And then there's the 2 bottles of wine in here. And this beautiful bowl from Crate and Barrel. I've added nothing to it because I'm just curious about what it's gonna taste like on its own. I did add Parmesan cheese, but you know, I feel like that's a given, right? I figure while I eat my dinner, we'll do a little wrap up, recap of August, talk about the highlights of the month. I like the noodles a lot. I've never had a noodle like that. Spicy. The noodles are fresh. These are good noodles. I mean, it's so basic. It's truly as basic as it gets, but this is so yummy. It tastes fresh. Okay, August was such a wild, crazy month. I can't believe how fast it went. It was so jam-packed, full of activities and fun and craziness that it just flew by. But for sure, highlight of the month was having Jill in this city. Nothing can top that. Having my best friend to enjoy summer in this city and getting to explore the city with her and have her like living with me and being roommates for a bit. Jill and I are just like 2 peas in a pod. I love her to death, and having her here was seriously the greatest time ever. And we kicked that off with a weekend at Connor's parents' cottage, which was so fun. I got to hang out with some of Connor's friends, Sid and John, who were really, really awesome. Honestly, just time up at a lake is so good. You're kind of away from the city and regular life, and you're just on the lake. It's so peaceful, and I don't know, I just live for it up there. I love Muskoka life. I hope one day I can have a cottage of my own. I love the whole lifestyle up there. It is unmatched. Another really big highlight for me was the Alicia Keys concert. That night was so fun. I realized after the fact that it was my first concert since the pandemic and since the Jonas Brothers concert that Jill and I went to. That was 2019, and this was the first concert I've been to since then. And oh my God, concerts are so fun. There's something so freeing about being in this big stadium with so many people and everyone just like singing their hearts out with this insane performer like performing. I feel like concerts are just like core memories of like feeling truly so happy. Obviously not for everyone, but for me, love. I feel like this month I really got to know a lot more of the city, or at least certain areas of the city, and like now if someone's talking about, oh, I went here in this part of town, I actually know what they're talking about, which is new. The last few months I've really been working on this, and I feel like August, especially since I had Jill in town and Victoria here for the weekend, we were always out and doing things and going new places, and so I got to learn a lot more about places I like in the city. There's so many cool places and so much more to discover. I have not even scratched the surface. Toronto is a big city and there's a lot to learn about it, but I feel like I'm really actually truly learning the city now and places that I could recommend to people, whereas when people would DM me being like, oh, I'm going to Toronto for the weekend, where should I go? I would have no idea. Now I actually have an idea. Okay, and then the last highlight that I am gonna touch on is kind of weird, kind of random, but low-key getting my lips dissolved is a highlight of the month. I had leftover filler on my lips for 2 years. Last time I got my lips filled was like February 2020, and I always thought about the one day that I would maybe get them dissolved, but I was way too nervous about, I just figured I would hate my face. I thought I would hate the way I looked with my regular, natural, smaller lip. I was so accustomed to the way that my face looked that even though I knew my lips were migrated, it wasn't worth getting them dissolved because I was like fine with my face. But I think getting them dissolved and seeing my like regular ass face gave me a boost of confidence that I was not expecting, because I got them dissolved and I didn't hate my face. I don't feel like getting them refilled. I'm very happy with the way that my face is, and this is just my face and I like my face. So kind of a weird highlight, but I'm including it in the list. I think everyone's natural face is beautiful. I also totally agree with changing your face if you want to change your face, but your natural face is beautiful too, and that is something that I discovered this month. I love pasta. I would eat it every meal, every day, all the time. Anyways, that was August. Sayonara. Let's see what September has in store for us. It's gonna be good. I know. I'm going to France. It's not gonna be bad. I'm so excited. I can't even believe that's real. I'm going to France and Spain. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for all the vlogs that I'm gonna film there and all the content and all the good stuff, and a great month. And then October's gonna be great, November's gonna be great, December. Everything's good. Hope you guys are doing well. Sending you all of the best vibes for your month ahead. And with that, I'm gonna eat my pasta and I'm gonna see you in the next vlog. Love you. Bye.